Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zhong, the owner of a Zhong Cage Fighting Series number 4. It's going down May 27. Right next to me, I have freeze my name again.
Larry Gonzales.
Larry Gonzales, officially signed today, will be making his second professional debuting at the Zhong Cage Fighting Series. Now, Larry, I've seen you fight. You always fight in a different state, and then where do you have any fighting locally? And then you are born and raised in Fresno, California?
Yes, sir. Fresno, California. I'm born and raised. I'm 27 years old. I've been fighting I've only been fighting for about 3 years, but I've been training for 11 years since I was 16. Yes, sir. And then I've fought in Philadelphia for my first pro fight in December. And then my four amateur fights before that, I fought in the Central Valley here in California.
Right. Now, everyone coming to the event always love to watch big boys fight. We have a heavyweight right here, size like a mountain. He's a big guy. 2 big guys gonna go at it. So, what do you do for work, Larry?
Well, I work at Chick-fil-A right now and then train 2-3 times a day after. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. Well, it's a fast food for chickens, right?
Yes, sir. Fast food.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I actually do like a Chick-fil-A. I think it's pretty cool. You can't eat that every day, though.
Oh, no.
Once in a while it's good.
Yeah, no. I don't eat Chick-fil-A. No Chick-fil-A.
So now, you're fighting with the heavyweight. The weight limit is 265 pounds. What do you walk around right now?
I walk around about 275 to 278. And then I don't cut any weight. I'll just, naturally diet a couple weeks before out the fight, and I'll be walking around 265, 266.
You're a big guy.
Fight ready.
Yeah, you're a big guy. So now, what's your first martial art that you started it,
My first martial art was jiu-jitsu. In 2012, I started doing jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. That's pretty much my first martial art. My dad used to be a boxer, so he taught me boxing when I was younger, so I always boxed growing up as well. That's why I like striking. Striking's my go-to. I like striking.
So looks like we're gonna have a good clash, and you're fighting Alec William, training in San Francisco. Now he's the OG, and then he hasn't fought since, I think he hasn't fought almost 3 years now, almost 3 years. So his last amateur fight was 51-50 in Livingston in 2019, I believe. So hard to get it back. Doing the COVID kind of shut a lot of things down, So now, what do you see yourself in the MMA? You see yourself making this as like a career?
Yes, sir. I'd like to go and fight for big shows like Bellator, UFC, LFA. That's my dream, to just be a champion, heavyweight champion, all 3 organizations if I can. And I'm building myself up. Now, I'm a striker, like I said earlier. A lot of grapplers, they try to fight me. As soon as I hit them with a right, they go straight for a takedown. That's usually what happens, and then defend a takedown and keep on striking until I knock them out.
That's pretty awesome.
I don't like decisions. No decisions.
No decisions. So your first pro fight, I looked it up, you lost by a decision, right?
Yes, sir.
How did that fight go down?
I got robbed hard in Philly for that fight. So the first round, I give it to him. He won the first round. Second round, I dropped him twice. The second time, he was saved by the bell. Third round, he just was on his bike, moving, and I was the most aggressive I've been. I just kept on moving forward, taking leg kicks, catching him with jabs and rights. They still gave him all 3 rounds. That's the name of the game.
Is that a sanctioned show?
It was sanctioned, yes.
Wow. So sometimes you just don't know what's in the judge's eye,
Yeah,
that fight goes the distance.
Yeah, so he was landing leg kicks, so I guess in the judge's eyes, the leg kicks beat my striking, my hands, I guess. So, but I still knocked him down twice, and I got him that time. So, next fight, no decisions. This is definitely not going to decision. I'm a smiling face, but I love throwing. Let's go.
So now in California, beside this fight, do you have any heavyweight that caught your attention that you want to fight in the future?
In California, I'm not really too familiar with the heavyweights around here, but I'm willing to fight anybody. Anybody wants to fight me, let's go. I've had like four guys pull out of fights in the last 2 months, so let's go, heavyweights. Put your hands up. Try to take me down. Let's go.
You ready to let the sledgehammer go?
Yes, sir.
Do you wrestle in high school?
I wrestled in middle school and freshman year of high school, but I played football the rest of the year, so I didn't wrestle, no. But I did start wrestling when I was doing jiu-jitsu, since it's been about 11 years.
Wow. So what rank do you have in jiu-jitsu right now?
I'm still a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. Yeah, because I just been doing no-gi.
Okay. So yeah, well, sometimes uh, certification might be a little hard to rate it because you're doing so many years of a no-gi. Well, we're definitely gonna see two giants gonna be clashed into May 28th. So do not missing out. This is gonna be the fight tonight. People wants to see. Do you think the fight will go the distance?
No, the fight's not going the distance. I made that mistake last time, and I gave him too much space. I was trying to counter. I got to be more aggressive. I'm gonna go and try to knock this guy out.
So now, for what you're studying, doing your homework, to watching Alex fight, how do you see this fight is gonna play out? What's his holes and what's his strongest? What do you think of him?
Well, watching the fight footage, I feel like he's very light on his feet for a big guy, kind of like myself. So he's going to be very springy. He looks for the takedown after like 1-2. So I gotta just keep my movement, keep moving. Make sure my footwork's on point. When he shoots in for that takedown, defend the takedown. Show him like he doesn't want to be close to me. Catch him with some elbows, some knees. Make him back up a little bit, and then work my magic. When I'm in the cage, it's like artwork. I feel like I'm in a flow state. I feel like nobody can beat me. Nobody can beat me.
That's awesome. Now, how many amateur fights do you have total?
I had 4 amateur fights, and I went 4-0.
Wow,
Yeah,
impressive.
3 TKOs and 1 decision.
Impressive. Well, this is definitely one of the heavyweights that everyone in the heavyweight division need to look out for in the future. And I would love to have you, bringing you back and after this event as well, because it's such a hard to find heavyweight fights, and some of the heavyweight that I have, like Junior Lugo, some of the guys been having so many fights now, they're in their 40s, and need to bring the new generation heavyweight up and comers like yourself, Larry. So I can't wait. So now, what gym do you train at right now?
For my striking, I train out of Budokan Fighting Arts under Sensei Larry Heredia and his son Storm Heredia. And then for my jiu-jitsu and wrestling and grappling, I train out of Halo Jiu-Jitsu out of Clovis, California under Angel. And for my strength and conditioning, I train out of SenCal Fitness under Drew Milk Zurich. He actually fought on your show a couple years ago as well.
Drew?
My strength and conditioning coach. Yeah.
What's his name again?
Drew Milk Zurich.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he fought like 1 or 2 of your shows back in the day.
Yeah, years and years ago.
Yeah, years ago.
Wow, that's crazy. It's amazing me sometimes, like how time flies, and then guys tell me, and I fought on your show like 12 years ago. I'm like, oh shoot, it's been that long. Like you just don't realize. Well, a lot of up and comers fought on my show since amateur, then turned pro, and now being UFC. I've seen there's so many people that doing that transition. So I really like to take a minute to document all the interviews that seeing guys that in the beginning of the amateur or the beginning of the pro career, and then hopefully a few years down the line, let's see where Larry is, and I'll be like, hey, this is one of the guys make it to UFC, and he was in our show at one point in his, in his career. Kind of nice to have that history too, So now, if people want to get a hold of you to buy a ticket, come watching you fight on May 28th, how can people contact you?
Well, you can contact me on Facebook under Larry Gonzales Jr. or on Instagram, Larry Gonzales Jr. And also on Facebook, it has my phone number on there. Just hit me up if you want tickets, and I'll take them to your house for you.
Nice. You got delivery for free.
Delivery,
so
free
making
delivery.
sure,
Yes, sir.
making sure. I think this will be the first fight you're actually fighting in the hometown.
California,
in
yes.
California,
Yeah.
as a pro.
As a
So
pro.
I'm hoping you can draw. Do you have a big family, large fan
Oh, I
base?
do. Yeah, we're gonna 50 plus people coming to San Francisco for sure. Let's go.
That's awesome. Well, I can't wait to watching Larry to making his spotlight walk, and then at the Zhong Low Cage Fighting Series. Some of the people don't know we used the name as a Dragon House event. We rebranded since after the pandemic, so now it's called Zhong Low Cage Fighting Series. So I'm looking forward to see all the up and comers and how far they can go from this point on. Now, if your opponent, Alex William, watching this interview, what do you have to say to him?
I'm gonna say, let's give the fans a show. Don't try to just take me down and lay on me. If you do, you're gonna get hit with some elbows and get knocked out. Try to stand with me. If not, of course it's MMA, but I'm a striker, so let's strike, baby.
That's awesome. Now, do you have any special loved ones, training partners, coaches, sponsors that will buy tickets watching you fight? You have anyone you want to shout out to?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Roman for finding me this fight. Roman Athletic Institution. He finds me all my fights. Shout out to SimCal Fitness for my strength and conditioning. It's on another level right now. Shout out to Halo, all the guys on my trainers, Brandon Cash, Chris Lewis. Thank you guys for helping me with my grappling and cage work. And then my training partner Storm, and my coach Larry. And you guys are always there, got my back. Also, shout out to Irregular Discharge Podcast, my boys. Look them up. It's a hilarious podcast.
Hilarious podcast?
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Hilarious podcast.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I'm gonna look it up too.
Yeah, look them up. And then also, thank you to my brother-in-law's shirt company. It's called, it's called Cloveside, yes. It's just a shamrock, and a shamrock came into my mind, but it's called Cloveside. You can hit him up for those. And that's everybody. That's everything.
Now, Contender Fight Club. Is that
Contender? Oh, this is one of my biggest sponsors as well. Contender Fight Club. Yeah, Contender Fight Series.
Where are they located?
I don't know where they're located, but they have an Instagram account and they send merchandise. You can order it online.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they send you free T-shirts.
Yeah, they send me free T-shirts as well. That should have been my first.
Here we go. Well,
my first
right there. You didn't miss out that one
sir.
either. So, well. For more information about this upcoming fight card, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. The fight card layout will be updated in a few more days, and then you're gonna see a lot of matchup. We are doing 5 title fights on this upcoming event, and 10 pros, and 5 of them is a title fight, and then we have 10 amateur. Total 20 fights on this card. Big, huge stack card. Do not miss it. Now, all the 5 pins out there, please subscribe my YouTube channel and allow me to grow my YouTube channel. And follow me on Instagram, Dragon _house _MMA. And here we have Larry Gonzales making his debut in Northern California, a regional scene. And some people don't know who this gentleman is. Look him up. This young, I'll becoming 27 years old, a young age, making some noise in San Francisco on May 28th. And this event is a live stream pay-per-view. If you cannot make it, order your pay-per-view voucher from DragonHouseMMA.com. Now, do you have anything else to say to anyone else out there?
Well, hey, heavyweights, I'm coming for all you guys. I want to throw hands and just knock you guys out. Let's go. I'm ready.
Awesome. Good to have Larry on board. And I'm Zhong Lo signing out. Today is April 17th on a Sunday morning. And happy Easter, everyone out there. Thank you, Larry.
All right, thank you, sir.